Shalom, shalom. This is Brother Now with the Great Millstone Borderland Saints of El Paso, Texas. Welcome to another video. And as always, before I get started, I want to give all honor and all praise unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rekah Kodash. Also, double honors to the head apostles and elder bishops of Great Millstone who teach and who rule well. Peace, blessings, and safety to all sincere Akim. Keep teaching, keep believing, and keep preaching, whether they hear or whether they forbear. Now, I'll be taking my lesson starting out at Jeremiah, the 30th chapter there. All right, and we'll go with these scriptures as the Lord see fit. All right, and it reads, the word that came to Jeremiah from the Lord saying, thus speak the Lord Yahweh of Israel, saying, write thee all the words that I have spoken unto thee in a book. For lo, the day comes, saith the Lord, that I will bring again the captivity of my people Israel and Judah, saith the Lord, and I will cause them to return to the land that I gave to their fathers, and they shall possess it. All right, so this is going into the promise of being returned to the land that was promised to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. All right. And so this would be a letter that was, this would be a writing in reference to Israel concerning Judah. All right. Where it says that the Lord spake concerning Israel and concerning Judah. All right. So he's talking to the northern and the southern kingdoms. All right. And it says, for thus saith the Lord, we have heard a voice of trembling, of fear, and not of peace. Ask ye now, and see whether a man doth travail with child. Wherefore do I see every man with his hands on his loins as a woman in travail, and all faces are turned into paleness. Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. So what are we talking about? We're talking about here where Jeremiah was seeing that Jacob was going to go through Jacob's trouble, and it was going to be nothing like it. Okay, where men would be put to death. They would go through major trouble from Esau, okay, because these are part of the prophecies as what would be happening in the last days. All right, that's what this is going into. And it says, for it shall come to pass in that day, saith the Lord of hosts, that I will break his yoke from off his neck, and will burst thy bonds, and strangers shall no more serve themselves of him. But they shall serve the Lord their God, and David their king, whom I will raise up unto them. All right, so they said that it says here that they would serve the Lord their God, Yahweh, and David their king, whom I will raise up unto them. So this is going into the new heavens and the new earth. Okay, that's what this is going into, you see, where the Lord would save the Israelites. All right, the 12 tribes. You see, Israel and Judah. All right, and it says, therefore fear thou not, O my servant Jacob, saith the Lord, neither be dismayed, O Israel, for lo, I will save thee from afar, and thy seed from the land of their captivity. And Jacob shall return, and shall be in rest, and be quiet, and none shall make him afraid. So sometimes we get afraid, you see, because the devil's at us. And sometimes we can go off, all right, but we have to remember what the Lord tell us to do and get back in line. Okay, so I had to do that myself. I had to ask the Lord for forgiveness when I went off. All right, I had to shut down that wickedness because I had to remember what the Lord told me to do. You see, that's why we pray to the Lord, you see, and ask for forgiveness at all times, because the devil will have you going off if you're looking at it. Okay, you got to keep your eyes on Yahweh Shai. All right, and it says, therefore, fear thou not, O my servant Jacob, saith the Lord, neither be dismayed, O Israel, for lo, I will save thee from afar, and thy seed from the land of their captivity. And Jacob shall return and shall be in rest, and be quiet, and none shall make him afraid. So the Lord said, I'm going to return you to your former estate, all right, where when you walked with me, and I was your God, and you were my people, and you were a holy people unto me. I'm going to return you back to that first estate, all right? It says, for I am with thee, saith the Lord, to save thee. Though I make a full end of all nations, whether I have scattered thee, yet will I not make a full end of thee, but I will correct thee in measure, and will not leave thee altogether unpunished. So we're being punished out here for our wickedness. See, that's the reason why we're in the daughter of Babylon today, suffering for the wickedness we done in the beginning of time. Okay. And here we are up under Caesar, Nero Caesar again, suffering that. You see, a terrible king. You see, persecuting the Israelites. And it said in the 12th verse, for thus saith the Lord, thy bruise is incurable, and thy wound is grievous. You see, and you got to put your faith in the Lord. Don't look at what you've suffered in the past. Look forward to what the promises that the Lord said he's going to bring, give you, okay, as his holy chosen people. And then it goes on to say, there is none to plead thy cause, that thou mayest be bound up. Thou hast no healing medicines. All thy lovers have forsaken thee. They seek thee not. For I have wounded thee with the wound of an enemy, with the chastisement of a cruel one, for the multitude of thy iniquity, because thy sins were increased. So the Lord beat us up over that. See, just like a father gives his son, when you get out of line, give him a whipping. You see, the Lord gave us a whipping, okay? And he used Esau to beat us, see, and give us a whipping for being wicked. All right? And that's what we suffered here in the daughter of Babylon. We're still suffering that. Okay, but we can't put, like I said, we can't be looking at the devil. We got to keep our eyes on the Lord. I had to pray and ask the Lord for some strength, you see. Because if you look at what the devil are doing, and you get angry at how he's treating Jacob, okay? But you're going to need patience to run this race. So you have to pray and ask the Lord to forgive you for your iniquities. I have done that often, okay? And the Lord said, I will hear you. You see, because the Lord loves a contrite spirit. All right. You have to beg the Lord to open his ears to your prayer. Okay. That's what you have to do. All right. And then it says, why criest thou for thine affliction? Thy sorrow is incurable for the multitude of thy iniquity, because thy sins were increased. I have done these things unto thee. Therefore, all that devour thee shall be devoured, and all thy adversaries, every one of them shall go into captivity, and they that spoil thee shall be a spoil, and all that prey upon thee will I give for a prey. You see, so the Lord said, all that touch you, you touch the apple of mine eye, Jacob. Okay. You're touching Israel. You see, so you done messed up. All right. And then it says, for I will restore health unto thee, and I will heal thee of thy wounds, saith the Lord, because they call thee an outcast, saying, this is Zion, whom no man seeketh after. Thus saith the Lord, behold, I will bring again the captivity of Jacob's tent, and have mercy on his dwelling places. And the city shall be built upon her own heap, and the palace shall remain after the manner thereof. And out of them shall proceed thanksgiving and the voice of them that make merry. And I will multiply them, and they shall not be few. I will also glorify them, they shall not be small. Their children also shall be as aforetime, and their congregation shall be established before me. and I will punish all that oppress them. So the Lord said, I'm going to fight for you. Okay, if you return to me, you serve me and do my will. All right, so that's what we're praying for power. All right, we got to keep our eyes on the scriptures. That's what I had to do. You'll start looking at the devil, and you get angry at the devil for what he's doing, you see, to you. But you have to keep your eyes on Yahweh and take in this word of patience. All right. So you have to forgive. Then you have to go and ask the Lord to forgive you. You see. That's how that works. And it says, and their nobles shall be of themselves, and their governor shall proceed from the midst of them. And I will cause him to draw near, and he shall approach unto me. For who is this that engaged his heart to approach unto me, saith the Lord? And ye shall be my people, and I will be your God. So I'm going to be your power, the God of Israel. You see, I'm going to go before you. All right. And I'm going to put you in my bosom, pick you up, and put you on my back, and you're going to fly on my wings, you see. That's the power of the Lord. All right. And it says, behold, the whirlwind of the Lord goeth forth with fury, a continuing whirlwind, it shall fall with pain upon the head of the wicked. The fierce anger of the Lord shall not return until ye have done it, and until ye have performed the intents of his heart, until he have performed the intents of his heart. In the latter days ye shall consider it. So the Lord said you're going to consider it, because I'm going to do a work, you see, that I promised. All right. And I'm going to return your captivity. All right. And bring you into a new heavens and into a new earth. All right. Right over there in those same lands, I'm going to get rid of those devils over there. You see. Destroy them. I'm going to destroy Babylon, the daughter of Babylon, all of that, and put you back into your land. And I'm going to be your God, and ye shall be my people. All right. So let's continue to do the work of the Lord. All right. Because we can't do this work alone. We need him. So begging him for strength. All right. Be obedient to the Lord. All right. Don't go out there trying to fight the devil alone. You can't fight the devil. He'll destroy you out there. All right. You can't do it. So let's do the Lord's work. Remember to have patience. I'm praying for more patience myself. All right. Because if you don't, you'll go out there and do something evil, and the Lord will destroy you. So the Lord said, go warn my people and blow the trumpet. So that's what I have to do. It's warn the people. Blow the trumpet. All right, and do the Lord's will. All right, now we're going to stop there. We're going to give our honor, our praise, and our glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rikakwadash. Shalom and a Bible ball.